This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice. Please consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare specialist before starting any new vitamins or supplements mentioned in this video. Use of this information is at your own risk. The absolute worst thing you can do for your legs after 60 happens within 5 minutes of waking up. Millions of older adults are unknowingly thickening their own blood every single morning, turning flexible veins into stiff, suffocated pipes. If your legs are swelling and aching by noon, you are already in the danger zone. I am going to reveal the morning comfort habit that is slowly paralyzing your circulation and how to reverse it before your legs give out completely. The absolute worst thing you can do for your legs after 60 happens within 5 minutes of waking up. Millions of older adults are unknowingly thickening their own blood every single morning, turning flexible veins into stiff, suffocated pipes. If your legs are swelling, feeling like heavy lead weights, and aching by noon, you are already in the danger zone. I am going to reveal the morning comfort habit that is slowly paralyzing your circulation and how to reverse it before your legs give out completely. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the simple act of walking to your mailbox is no longer possible. Imagine your legs completely giving out, trapping you in a chair because the very circulation system meant to keep you moving has completely failed you. That is not just a nightmare. It is a fast-approaching reality for many who continuously ignore the warning signs. You probably think this heavy, stiff feeling is just a normal, inevitable part of getting older. Society tells you to accept it, to sit down more often, and to just deal with the puffiness around your ankles as if it were a life sentence. But what if I told you that the innocent habit you reach for every single morning is actively accelerating this physical decline? Welcome to EldraFit Nutrition. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Here, we believe that your later years should be defined by freedom and mobility, not restricted by failing health and constant pain. Most of us have relied on one specific morning ritual for decades. It is deeply comforting. It is warm. It feels like the one true thing that gets us going and clears the mental fog. We are talking about pouring that first, immediate cup of coffee before you have consumed anything else. But here is the devastating truth that is rarely talked about in senior health. That same daily ritual, the one that feels so harmless and necessary, is silently punishing your lower half. You are pouring yourself a cup of restriction for your leg veins. It is acting like a tight tourniquet on your lower body, guaranteeing that your legs will feel like heavy, swollen logs by the afternoon. We are going to expose exactly why this happens. I will share with you what is going on inside your veins right now, and more importantly, I will reveal 5 incredibly affordable, simple drinks you can make in your own kitchen that will actually undo this damage and help your legs feel light and alive again. Before we expose the deep mechanics of this silent mobility killer and give you the exact steps to fix it, please take a brief moment to hit that subscribe button. Your support is the engine that drives this channel. It gives us the motivation to keep researching, keep exposing these hidden health traps, and keep bringing you the honest, life-changing information that can protect your independence. By subscribing, you are joining a community dedicated to walking stronger for longer. Now, before we move to the next step and look inside your body, I want you to pause and think about your own mornings. Let us do a quick poll to see where you stand. When you wake up and your legs feel stiff or heavy, what is your immediate reaction? Type A in the comments if you usually try to stretch them out and get moving right away, or type B if you prefer to sit down with your favorite warm drink and wait for the stiffness to pass. Drop your answer, A or B, down in the comments right now. Your answer might reveal exactly why you are experiencing this pain. To truly understand the danger you are putting your lower body in, you have to look past the surface and visualize the delicate vascular network deep inside your legs. Think of your circulatory system as a highly pressurized two-way highway. When you are in your 20s or 30s, your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood down to your toes effortlessly, and the strong, supple muscles in your calves act as secondary hearts, vigorously pumping that blood right back up against the immense force of gravity. It is a flawless, highly efficient system. However, once you cross the threshold of 60, a profound structural shift occurs within this network. The walls of your blood vessels, the vital tubes responsible for carrying life-giving oxygen, begin to lose their youthful elasticity. They stop behaving like flexible, accommodating rubber hoses and start resembling stiff, rigid pipes. They can no longer expand and contract with the ease they once did. Simultaneously, the surrounding muscle tissues that once helped push the blood upward begin to naturally weaken. Gravity starts winning the daily battle. Now, into this already compromised and struggling system, we introduce the morning catalyst. You have just spent 7 to 8 hours sleeping, entirely without consuming a single drop of water. You wake up in a state of mild, chronic dehydration. Your blood is already thicker and more viscous than it should be. And what is the first thing we pour into this vulnerable system? A strong, caffeinated beverage. Coffee is a known diuretic, meaning it forces your kidneys to expel even more water from a body that is already desperately thirsty. As this precious water leaves your system, your blood physically transforms. It goes from being a smooth, free-flowing liquid to a thick, sticky sludge. Beyond the severe dehydration, the caffeine itself triggers an immediate and aggressive physiological response. It commands your blood vessels to constrict and tighten. Imagine taking that already stiff, rigid pipe in your leg and forcibly squeezing it even narrower. Your heart is now forced to pump thick, sticky blood through a much tighter, unyielding space. The pressure builds dangerously, but the actual flow dramatically slows down. The blood simply cannot make the demanding return trip up from your feet. As a direct physical result, the blood pools in your lower extremities. This microscopic traffic jam is the exact mechanical reason why your ankles swell over the tops of your socks by midday. It is the reason your calves feel like they are wrapped in tight, suffocating bands. It is the underlying cause of that persistent, exhausting heaviness that makes standing at the kitchen counter or taking a simple evening stroll feel like an insurmountable chore. You are effectively starving the tissues in your legs of fresh oxygen and trapping acidic metabolic waste right where it hurts the most. By understanding this internal mechanism, you realize that the pain is not just a mystery of old age. It is a mechanical failure, heavily exacerbated by a chemical choice you make the moment you wake up. The good news is that you possess the power to reverse this daily damage right in your own kitchen, using 5 remarkably simple, natural remedies that actively rescue your lower body from this suffocating grip. The very first line of defense is a humble glass of warm water infused with fresh lemon juice. Because your body wakes up desperately starved for hydration, sending warm water straight into your system acts as an immediate thinning agent for your sludgy blood, while the vitamin C from the lemon acts as a microscopic repair crew, smoothing out the rough, damaged inner linings of your blood vessels so that fluid can glide through effortlessly. If you want something with a bit more fire, fresh ginger tea serves as nature's ultimate vessel relaxer. It contains potent natural compounds called gingerols that literally force your tight, constricted blood vessels to loosen and widen, taking the massive workload off your heart and sending a rush of fresh, oxygenated blood straight down to your toes, effectively flushing out the heavy puffiness. For those who still crave a morning energy lift, green tea is your cardiovascular savior. It is packed with protective antioxidants known as catechins that fiercely defend the structural integrity of your veins. And while it does contain a tiny amount of caffeine, it provides a gentle, smooth awakening that actually supports healthy blood flow rather than aggressively choking it off. Then there is the deeply vibrant hibiscus tea, a tart and refreshing drink loaded with natural plant pigments called anthocyanins. These powerful compounds are scientifically proven to help stabilize and lower the overall pressure within your vascular system, meaning there is far less strain placed on the delicate, overworked veins in your lower legs. Finally, we have the undisputed champion of circulation, which is pure beetroot juice. Beets are absolute powerhouses, densely packed with dietary nitrates, which your body miraculously converts into nitric oxide. This specific gas is the master signal that commands your blood vessels to dilate and open as wide as possible, dramatically and noticeably reducing that dreadful morning heaviness. But you can multiply the healing power of these drinks with one secret 10-second physical trick while you sit and sip. As you enjoy your healing cup, perform simple ankle pumps by pointing your toes hard toward the ceiling and then pressing them down toward the floor, repeating this 10 times. This tiny, effortless motion manually activates your calf muscles, physically pumping the newly hydrated, thinned blood right back up to your heart, breaking the cycle of stagnation instantly, and giving you back the lightness you thought was lost forever. Now, hearing all of this might ignite a sudden sense of panic or dread, making you believe that you must immediately throw your beloved coffee maker in the trash to save your mobility. I want to completely reassure you that this is absolutely not the case. You do not have to endure the misery of cold turkey withdrawals, nor do you have to strip away the one warm comfort that brings you joy at the start of your day. The secret to saving your legs does not lie in total deprivation. It lies entirely in the strategic sequence of your morning routine. It is about changing the order of operations to build a protective shield around your circulatory system before you introduce any stress to it. When you first open your eyes, your sole mission must be to rescue your dehydrated veins. You must make a non-negotiable pact with yourself to reach for that warm lemon water, that soothing ginger tea, or that powerful beetroot juice first. By giving your body this vital head start, you are deliberately rehydrating your thickened blood, actively forcing those stiff vascular pipes to relax and open up, and setting a robust foundation of hydration. You are essentially turning that sluggish, stagnant pond in your legs back into a flowing river. Once you have given your body this 20-minute window to absorb the healing compounds and restore its natural fluid balance, your veins are fully prepped and protected. Only then should you go ahead and pour yourself that cherished cup of coffee. Because your blood is already thinned out and your vessels are safely dilated, the harsh, constricting impact of the caffeine is dramatically blunted. You still get to experience the rich aroma, the comforting warmth, and the gentle mental awakening of your favorite brew, but without inflicting that devastating, suffocating punishment on your lower extremities. This simple, microscopic shift in timing allows you to completely satisfy your daily cravings while fiercely protecting the longevity and independence of your legs. It bridges the gap between the lifestyle you love and the physical freedom you desperately need to maintain as you age, proving that you truly can have the best of both worlds without sacrificing your ability to walk without pain. When living on a fixed retirement income, every single penny truly matters, and the terrifying fear of overwhelming medical bills often stops older adults from seeking the help they desperately need. But the most beautiful truth about reclaiming your mobility is that it does not require a costly prescription, an expensive health club membership, or specialized equipment. The lifestyle shift we are talking about costs almost nothing compared to the price of losing your independence. A bag of fresh lemons, a box of simple green tea, or a few raw ginger roots will literally cost you mere pennies a day. When you compare that negligible expense to a daily overpriced coffee shop habit that drains your wallet while actively suffocating your veins, the choice becomes incredibly clear. You are trading a fleeting moment of artificial energy for a permanent investment in your physical freedom. This is about taking control of your health with ingredients you can easily find at any local grocery market, no matter where you live. By spending just $2 or $3 a week, you are buying back your ability to walk through your neighborhood, stand in your kitchen to cook your favorite meals, and play with your grandchildren without grimacing in pain. It is the ultimate bargain for your body. The profound takeaway here is that your blood vessels are begging for hydration and natural plant compounds, not expensive medical miracles. You hold the undeniable power to change the entire trajectory of your vascular health just by making a different, smarter choice at the grocery store. It is not about grand, sweeping life changes that are impossible to maintain. It is about the quiet, consistent, and incredibly affordable decisions you make every single morning. Your legs have carried you through decades of hard work, triumphs, and trials. They have supported the weight of your entire life's journey. Now, it is your turn to support them. Do not let a cheap cup of coffee be the reason you lose your stride. Give them the gentle, affordable hydration they need to keep moving forward. Ultimately, the journey of aging should not be a slow, painful surrender to a chair. The profound lesson we must draw from understanding our own circulatory system is that our bodies are incredibly resilient and highly responsive to the care we provide, even well into our 60s, 70s, and beyond. We often fall into the psychological trap of believing that physical decline is an unbreakable law of nature, accepting heavy, swollen legs as an unavoidable tax on living a long life. But the reality is that the power to rewrite your physical future is literally resting in your hands right now. True health in our later years is rarely about dramatic medical interventions. It is overwhelmingly dictated by the tiny, seemingly insignificant habits we repeat every single day. The practical application of this knowledge is extraordinarily simple, yet life-changing. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, interrupt your usual autopilot routine. Before your feet even hit the floor, visualize your veins crying out for fluid. Walk past the coffee maker, reach for a lemon, a slice of ginger, or a tea bag, and consciously choose to nourish your lower body first. Drink your chosen hydrating remedy, do your simple ankle pumps, and feel the life returning to your legs. Make this tiny promise to yourself for just 14 days. Commit to this one microscopic change, and you will fundamentally alter the way you move through the world. You do not have to become a strict health fanatic. You simply need to be a slightly kinder friend to your own cardiovascular system. By making this gentle shift, you are actively preserving your freedom, your independence, and your joy of movement. You are ensuring that you remain an active participant in your own life story, rather than a spectator confined to the sidelines. Now, I would love to hear from you and learn about your own daily routines. Which of these 5 hydrating morning drinks are you going to try tomorrow morning? Or do you already have a favorite natural remedy for your leg circulation? Please drop your answer in the comments below so we can all learn from each other's experiences. If you found this information valuable and want to keep protecting your health and independence, please hit that subscribe button. Your support deeply encourages us to keep creating honest, practical content to help you live your best life.